You know, folks, in all my years on this earth and in this chair, I've heard a lot of stories. But one thing that always seems to baffle people is why someone would cheat in a relationship. Why risk it all? Why hurt someone you supposedly love? It's a tough question, and there's no easy answer. Cheating in a romantic relationship can have various underlying causes, often influenced by personal, relational, or situational factors. Now, I'm not here to make excuses for anyone because, let me tell you, cheating is never okay. It's a betrayal of trust, a slap in the face to your partner, and it can leave lasting scars. But understand this, if you really want to get to the bottom of infidelity, if you really want to understand why it happens, you've got to dig deeper. You've got to understand the root causes, the motivations, the thought processes, even if they're messed up. So let's unpack this, shall we? One of the biggest reasons people stray is because they're not feeling it at home anymore. Emotionally, I mean. They're not getting that intimacy, that connection, that feeling of being truly seen and understood by their partner. They might feel neglected, unappreciated, or just plain lonely in the relationship. And what happens? They start looking for that validation, that warmth, that spark somewhere else. Maybe it's a co-worker who listens to them vent. Maybe it's an old flame they reconnect with online. The point is, they're looking to fill that emotional void, even if it means going behind their partner's back. Now, let's talk about the physical side of things. Look, I'm not saying it's right, but sometimes people cheat because they're not satisfied sexually in their relationship. Maybe the spark's gone out, maybe their needs aren't being met, or maybe they're just plain curious about what else is out there. And then there's the excitement factor, the thrill of the forbidden, the newness of it all. It can be intoxicating like a drug, and it can lead people to make decisions they never thought they would. This one's pretty straightforward. If someone's not fully committed to the relationship, they're more likely to cheat. Maybe they're having doubts about the future, maybe they're not sure they see themselves with this person long term, or maybe they have different ideas about what commitment actually means. Whatever the reason, that lack of commitment can create a breeding ground for infidelity. It's like they're keeping their options open just in case something better comes along. Chapter 4. Personal issues. Sometimes cheating has less to do with the relationship itself and more to do with what's going on inside the person who's doing the cheating. Maybe they have low self-esteem and they're looking for validation from others. Maybe they're impulsive and lack self-control, or maybe they're dealing with unresolved emotional issues from their past, like childhood trauma or a previous relationship that went south. These wounds can run deep, and sometimes people act out in unhealthy ways to try to numb the pain. Chapter 5. External factors. You know, it's not always some deep-seated psychological issue that leads to cheating. Sometimes it's just plain old bad timing and bad circumstances. Maybe they're under a lot of stress at work, they're going through a tough time personally, or they're stuck in a rut. And then there are the external temptations, a wild night out with friends, a few too many drinks, an opportunity that presents itself out of the blue. It's easy to make bad decisions when you're not thinking straight, and alcohol and peer pressure can certainly cloud your judgment. Chapter 6. Revenge or resentment. This one's a tough one, but it's a reality for some couples. Sometimes people cheat to get back at their partner. Maybe they feel betrayed, neglected, or taken for granted, and they want to inflict that same pain on their partner. It's a way of seeking revenge, of evening the score, even though it's ultimately self-destructive. It's like they're saying, you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you back. Chapter 7. Thrill-seeking. And then there are those who cheat simply for the thrill of it. They crave the excitement, the novelty, the feeling of breaking the rules and getting away with it. It's an adrenaline rush for them, a way to feel alive and escape the monotony of everyday life. These folks often aren't looking for a way out of their current relationship. They just get off on the secrecy, the risk, the feeling of living on the edge. You're understanding the why. So there you have it. These are just some of the reasons why people cheat. Look, I want to be crystal clear here. Understanding these reasons doesn't excuse the behavior. Cheating is never right. But here's the thing, cheating often points to deeper issues within the individual or the relationship. Open communication, trust building, and sometimes professional counseling can help address these challenges. If you're struggling with infidelity, whether you're the one who strayed or you're on the receiving end of the betrayal, don't be afraid to seek help. And do not forget to subscribe to NileView YouTube. Thank you.